way down there. This campground has ground squirrels everywhere. There is one, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 right here, right outside. And Apollo is freaking out. He wants to attack one. But these are so fat, I think they might attack him. Good morning. I am down at a lake in the Central Valley of California. I came down here to meet my parents and my aunt and uncle. We're doing like a group camping and doing some fishing on this lake. We're going to be here for the week together and really hoping to catch some fish, fingers crossed. My dad owns one of those inflatable kayaks with a motor, and so we're going to go out on the water. But this lake carries striper bass and some others like salmon, but you're not actually allowed to catch and keep salmon here. For the last 2 years, they've been preserving them. So you can only catch striper bass 18 inches or longer. So I'm learning some things about fishing. But what's funny is when I first heard about my parents coming here, this is one of their favorite spots to come camp and fish. I'm really bad, if you know me, about pronouncing words. And so I had said, wow, that's a really cool stripper bass. And my dad responded back with, well, first of all, it's not called a stripper. They're called a striper. And so they've given me a hard time about that. So anyways, I'm hoping to catch a stripper down here. We'll see. And then the other fish that they have here is crappie, which when I was in Arkansas this last summer, I pronounced it crappie. I'm telling you, me and words do not get along. Like, I am so bad at pronouncing words. I don't know why I have such an issue with this. So anyways, if you want to come here to this lake in the Central Valley of California, you can catch crappie or a stripper, up to you. It's nice because right behind the campsites, you have this really nice bike trail. So a lot of people bring out their bikes. It's a great path to go running on, walking, but it goes pretty far around the lake, which is really nice. And it also backs up to the day use area. And then also you have all the campground area here. So there's Bertie, my parents, and then my aunt and uncle are right over here. So we got all those 3 sites together. And my dad is just prepping poles so we can head out to the water this morning. Just getting everything all set up and ready to go. And so far, only one person has caught a fish. That was yesterday evening. My aunt caught a little striper bass, and it was about 12 inches long, but it was still really fun just to catch something. And so it was fun because we were all excited that we did catch a fish in the middle of January when the water is so cold, because normally here the season really starts in a couple months from now. I think towards the end of February, March, and April is when it gets really popular. But we're still here. The weather's good. It's been in the low 60s in the afternoon. And so we're just seeing what we can catch. I'm going to cut the head off. And then take the body. Start the tail over this way. Okay, so I've never caught a fish probably over 12 inches. So that is my goal, is to catch a fish and for it to be bigger than 12 inches. That was a fail. Oh, I don't think I'll edit that out. That's real life. That's better. Ooh, did you hear that? That sounded good. Oh, right by the ducks. Hope I don't catch a duck. That'd be bad. I want it so bad I can taste it. And sometimes I'll get lucky, but it's always the small ones for me. Somehow I cast that pretty much horizontal to my body. Is there a difference between anchovies and sardines? That was a good one. I've never actually eaten a striper bass, but it sounds delicious. The sun is blinding though. That sun is blinding. That was my best one yet. It was so far out there. That was another great one. I got it far out there this time. I cannot estimate distance, otherwise I would tell you it looked like half of a football field. I'm getting judged by so many people on my reeling and casting. You know what? Judge away. So I think that fishing is about 90% just about being out in nature and 10% about actually catching anything. At least that's been my experience with fishing. At least I'm getting my 90%. Today I really want that 10%. I want that 10% catch. That would have wrapped around my tripod. And I think I'm caught on a rock. Okay, I'm progressively now getting worse. Me and my dad spent all day fishing together, and it was actually just a really special memory. The funny part about that whole thing though was that he borrowed, well, I was fishing with my pole, he had his, and my reel was just giving me issues. And so I finally was like, Dad, can you try to fix my reel because it's just not working? And we had been fishing all day. So he grabs my reel, he throws a cast out. Is that what you say? He throws a cast out. He casts the line out. That's what the professionals say. He casts the line out and he catches a fish on my pole, a bass on my pole. I gave him a hard time. I was really glad he caught it though, because it was fun to catch something, but it just was so funny that that happened. Because I was like, that is not what I was expecting. I was expecting him to be like, yeah, something's wrong with your reel. Let me fix this for you, and then hand it back, and then I catch a fish. But no, he caught one. So that's my fun story, fishing with my dad. So are you guys fisher people? I don't know, what do you call it? Fishermen? Fisher people? Do you like to fish? I enjoy it because it's something that I've always done with my dad or my granddad. So it has a special place in my heart for those reasons. We're gonna head out in the kayak, and this is the umbrella rig that we're gonna troll with. Oh, I just caught a really good fish. That's the biggest fish I've ever caught in my entire life. Check that striper out. Oh, he's gorgeous. Oh, biggest fish I've ever caught in my life right here. Caught it with my dad. Look at it. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, I'm like shaking. I'm all excited about it. I caught number 2. He's not a keeper, but it was sure fun reeling him in. He's smaller. He's pretty. He's a young one.
Took yours from me.
I caught my first striper bass. He was 19 inches, and then my second one was 15 and a half. But it's the biggest fish I've ever caught in my life. Check it out. I got it. Is it fish on? Fish on! Woo! Got one. Keeper. Nice. Oh, it's a keeper. Bring it in, bring it in. Okay. Oh, nice, Mom. Woo!
Awesome.
That's beautiful. I caught my second fish of the day. This one's a keeper. We're gonna measure him. Isn't he pretty?
Yep. He's 19.
19. Oh, he felt bigger than that.
19.
A little bit of this creamy dill dressing. The striper bass tasted so good last night, so I'm excited to try a different flavor with it. I think some garlic and dill is a good choice, though. Okay. Fire's catching pretty good. It's getting warmer, which is nice because it is cold out. It is definitely a whiskey kind of night by the fire. I just sadly do not have any. I didn't really think about how I'm going to grab them off. Whew. Okay.
Yeah, that's.
That turned out good. Some roasted veggies.
Where's
Are you
that
guys
kicker?
hungry? You guys.
Just eyeballing
Some
it. This seems
potatoes.
bigger than this, and I'd never noticed that before. Oh, here we go. The two-handed.
Whoa, there's fish. I've never
Yeah.
seen this many fish.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
And I was-
expecting them to jump in.
Come on!
Yeah,
I was saying it at the bar, and she goes, where?
And I go, well, how?